For this page, the words that I selected were, "A way of thought is with words." These words that I've chosen, I was aiming for the idea that we have talked about in class, where we discussed that writing down our ideas is a great way to share thoughts and opinions to other people rather than just keeping them to ourselves. For this next page, I selected the words of, "These words are ideas into reality." These words relate sort of back to the last page, but have more of a focus on the writing part rather than the words that are being put down, so it's more about the thought. For my third page, I chose the words of, "Many thrive in your work in the book." This wording goes back to the film The Secret of Kells, where Brendan wanted to be a scribe and illuminator, but Abbott was more concerned about building the wall to protect them. And this page will also directly correlate to the next one. This page says, "The book is not true, and the walls will protect us." I chose these words because it relates back to the last image, where the only thing Abbott cared about was the wall, and the books were not going to be of any use in stopping the invaders. But Brendan was very interested in writing the books. On this page, I chose the words of, "My goal is to be the best that I can be." These words don't have a direct correlation to much from the class, but it is something that is very important in my life, and I want to be the best person that I can be through hard work, being caring, and just overall the best that I can possibly be. The words I have selected on this page are, "I want to share my ideas to the masses." In my life, I want to be an influential person to other people, and a great way to do that is to become successful and have a platform to share ideas. And this will also relate back to the printing press and examples like that, which allow people to share their ideas with others. Now on to the zoomed in images. On this page, I created a wall around the words, and this is just a picture of one section of it. And I thought it was a great way to convey Abbott's idea of the all-important wall that he thought was going to be able to save them, but in the end wasn't able to. My goal with this zoomed in image was that I thought all of the block letters with the black around it kind of made it look like little houses, so it could be shown as an example of the village. And then if you look at the bigger picture of the page, it creates with the wall what you actually saw in the film. Here you see the words that say, "The book is not true." And again, this goes back to Abbott's thought that the book is not what is important at the time. What was more important was building the wall that was going to protect them. But in the end, didn't really do much to protect against the invaders. In this image, you see a picture of a very poorly drawn stick figure. But the main idea is that in life, you're going to have to overcome things and also achieve things. So that was the main goal with life. To be the best you want to be in life, you have to reach the top of a mountain. Here you can see 3 examples of those things that you will have to achieve or overcome in goals, adversity, and challenges. Goals are positive things that you achieve and are good to get. And then also you have adversity and challenges, which are obstacles that you're going to have to get past to be the best person you want to be in life. In this image, you can see the words that say, "My goal is to." I think these words are important because goals themselves are very important, and you have to be able to set goals for yourself so that you don't become complacent in life and you're always striving to be the best person that you can possibly be. In this image, you see 2 sheets of paper, and I feel that is fitting because the words I chose on the page talk about the fact that words are a great way to express ideas. And whether this is through a website, on the internet, or a very old script or whatever, writing is extremely important in our lives. I feel like this image is a very good example because I just talked about the topic of writing, but writing is not possible without one's thoughts and ideas. So the process of coming up with an idea and then writing it down is exemplified on this page as a whole, when you look at the whole main page. I think of the brain as an example or medium from where thoughts come from. So I think it is a good image to use because without the brain, there would be no thoughts, which would also lead to no writing and then no sharing of any ideas at all. The image of a light bulb is just a third and final way to express the concept of ideas. I came up with this because in shows like cartoons, whenever one of the characters gets a good idea, you see a light bulb come up over their head signifying that they came up with something creative and what is usually a good idea. In the Book of Kells, Brendan is very interested in writing the book, so it is only fitting that on a page where the words are all about Brendan's work in the book, that there are a couple books just drawn along the page to fit in with that. Here you can see the wording that says, "Many thrive in your work." This wraps up the idea that Brendan's work in the book has had a positive effect at the end of the film. Also, this can go back to the idea that Abbott was wrong when he was talking about the wall being so much more important than what he thought was a useless book. Here you can see an example of someone standing high up on a platform talking down to a group of people. And this relates back to the idea of the page that I want to be able to be successful in life, to have that platform, to be able to share my thoughts and ideas with as many people as I possibly can. Finally, for my last image, I used a megaphone to act as another medium of expressing ideas because a microphone allows you to be louder than anybody else around you, thus making it easier for people to hear you and be able to hear your ideas that you might have, and maybe they can adopt your ideas and consider them